Okay, y'all, this is the situation. So as you can see over my right shoulder there, we got a blue car with the doors open in the trunk. And the reason why we got that open is because sitting at the dinner table, my son decided he wanted his own project. And I thought, well, maybe the best project would be my first project. So, and he agreed, which I didn't even know that he wanted this car. So I'm gonna show you all the start of this build series for my son. Okay, you all, so he was so excited that we could not, like normal folks come out here and do it during the daytime or whatnot, but he wanted to get started on it early. And I'll be honest with you, it's pretty dark. He wanted to vacuum some of this stuff out. There was some uninvited guests in here, and they kind of wrecked shop a little bit. And I'll be honest with you all, now that I'm seeing my car, what used to be my car, I need to stop saying that. He is interested and excited about it. So yeah, I'm gonna get y'all better footage on other car during the day. But being that he's excited, you might as well strike while the iron is hot. So that's what we're gonna do. So I promise you all, I'm gonna get you better footage of the car in the day, but we had to start at night. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So we used the tractor to move the Nova into the shop. I'm gonna show you where the car is. So here's the 65 Nova that I put my high school pennies together to work on. Yep. And to be honest with you, I haven't touched this car in about 15 years. I've been moved it to 2 different houses, different locations. It was actually in storage at one point in time, and to be honest with you, I kind of hate the fact that that was the case, but you know, it's actually a pretty decent car. My dad's cousin, actually Jim, he actually helped us weld the floorboards in it, and there's a bit of rust in the quarters. This is the passenger side, and you see it there, but also on the driver's side, as far as the rust, we got a little bit more cancer there that's gonna have to be taken care of, but we are gonna do that. And I'll be honest with you all, back in 92, 93, this car, there weren't that many parts for them. So everything had to pretty much be handmade, that kind of stuff. But anyway, let me see if I can open this hood one-handed. Okay, this is a 350 Chevrolet with a 650 Holley single inlet carburetor on it with a YN. I think it was a 3006 or 6004, I don't remember. Single plane, low rise intake, aluminum intake with some blackjack headers, a General Kinetic camshaft. The specs on it was a 292 450 lift, single lift. Not a split lift camshaft, but it was pretty rowdy. HEI distributor, nothing special about that. Vacuum advance distributor. Got to go back to basically 1994 to understand that I was working with a high school budget, cutting grass, cutting lawns, odd jobs while going to school, putting this together. But every nut and bolt has been gone through with this car, but for my son, I gotta make it better. Okay, y'all, we about to head to the tire shop to get the tires on the rims. To be honest with you, they got a 20-year-old paint job on them. And again, I was building this car on a high school kid budget or whatnot. So if he wants to do something different, we're gonna have minimum cost in these wheels because they're rallies. And I love the rally look on the 65 older cars or whatnot. And he may or may not gravitate to them. He may gravitate to something else. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get those installed, see how he like them, and then if he doesn't like them, we'll change them and have minimum cost into it. So we'll see you in a sec. Okay, it's a different day and we got the tires mounted on the rims. And I think the next step that we decided to do is that we're gonna go ahead and shoot some silver on those rims because we wanted to make it presentable right now until we get it running, but I don't think the decision has been made yet to determine whether or not we're going to use these tires and rims in the future. So, and being that this is a Chevy II Nova, the back spacing for tires and wheels for this car is very tricky. So right now I'm running a 14-inch rim. We may want to go bigger, but it's probably going to depend on wheel and tire setup. So with that being said, let me show you what we are going to work on. Okay, y'all, so here's the tire and wheels. And like I said, they're different size tires. 185 65 R14 and then a 185 70 R14, and that's just front and rear. And like I said, we're gonna scuff them up, make them presentable because somebody haven't made a decision on what wheels and tires they want, but that's okay. We're gonna get there. So let me show you all the interior and what that looks like. So this is the back here, and as you can see, yeah, it is time. We got to pull that stuff out, and that's what we're gonna do. It's disgusting in there. So that's the rear. Coming here to the front. Yeah, and I bought this carpet new. It just looked horrible, and it's time. This was a 3-speed on a column 6-cylinder car, but right now, like I said earlier, it's a 350 Chevy 350 turbo hydro automatic, and so we're gonna get those items back to running and go from there. As y'all can see, this carpet is disgusting. We got the seatbelts out, the seats. It's pretty disgusting. We also got the door seals out the way as well. Okay, you all, so we decided to start working on the car a little bit late today, but what we decided to do was to go out here, give the car a good clean scrub, a good wash or whatnot, so we can have a pretty good surface area to work on, assess the things that need to be fixed or whatnot. And you got to start off with something that's been sitting 10 years, maybe even longer. And that's what we're doing right now, is just basically moving the grit, the grind, the dirt, the oil, so we can actually do that. So let me show y'all what we're doing. So here we are, don't mind the noise here. We're cleaning this car out completely. Like I said earlier, it's been sitting for about 10 years. And this was my daily at one point in time in high school. When I joined the Air Force, I drove it from Alabama to Tigger Air Force Base, Oklahoma or whatnot. And this is it, you know. And we got the carburetor covered or whatnot, but all electronics, the HEI, all that stuff is eventually going to get replaced or whatnot. So we're not really worrying about that kind of stuff. We're just trying to assess the damage, because if you know anything about cars, if they sit for any length of time, the biggest thing you're gonna have to worry about is those rodents, those mice, those things that are gonna make or break the project or whatnot, as far as troubleshooting and getting things to work properly. So what we are doing right now, because as you can see, we got some wires right here that needs to be fixed or whatnot, and yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So let me show you some more areas of the car. You're fine. This is it. So as you all can see, there's the roller 185 70R14. Just something to move the car around in the shop, and that's way too much fender well. Even though we could lower the car, and that could be in the plans for him, I think that's just way too much wheel well in there showing. So yeah, we're gonna probably do something different. Okay, you all, the car's back on the ground, obviously, and we can roll this thing anywhere in the shop. So the next step I think we need to do is possibly some of the wiring, the fuel system, and definitely replace the oil pan. So you know what things you need to do on YouTube to help this channel grow. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Art to Haul.